It's so incredible to be part of a movement of so many hundreds of companies and thousands of people and individuals who have brought really great solutions in networking through Zigbee. 18 years has shown us just transforming the human experience in terms of lighting, looking at how we use energy, looking at how companies can better manage their resources on a commercial side, and so many different companies providing great value to consumers and having terrific business models that continue to evolve and really develop and establish the Internet of Things as a global technology that just empowers and creates incredible experiences. So as we come up on 18 and celebrate 18 years of working together, it's really the collaboration and the community that's been created over that time frame that makes the most difference. Getting really, competitive companies to come together and agree on creating just great solutions that then they can go compete against each other in the market. But knowing that together, working together like this, we create a platform on which we can do amazing things together. So it's a terrific time to celebrate Zigbee. It's a terrific time to celebrate how incredible the technology is, so many different revisions, bringing in secure solutions, and just tons of great connectivity. What a great time.
Zigbee is a complete solution. It covers not only the networking and physical layer, it also covers the application layer that allows objects to communicate seamlessly together. Zigbee is a mature technology with over 500 million chipsets sold so far. It is on trend to continue to expand the market. Certifications continue to grow every year. We are almost at the 5,000 certifications mark, and we're hope to reach it next year. There are new companies continuing to join the alliance and participate in the Zigbee standard. And the Zigbee standard specification continues to evolve by adding new features.
When I joined Amazon, we chose Zigbee to put into a number of the Echo devices. And we did that because it was an incredibly successful, I think it was one of the leading protocols at the time. And just the number of devices that you could get that supported the Zigbee protocol on Amazon.com was huge. There were a lot of customers that loved the devices. They had high ratings. And so, our goal at Amazon and at Alexa specifically is to have give customers choice and flexibility, let them choose as many of their favorite devices as they want and be able to make sure that those can be easily connected to Alexa. And Zigbee fit that priority perfectly.
Since Zigbee 3.0 is on the market, Zigbee is mature. We were able to see a massive adoption, which are still existing today because we are still growing with Zigbee technology. And this is a good signal to the market.
My favorite part about Zigbee is actually there are quite a few. Interoperability being the most important bit. In today's market, there are so many ways to control your lights and all the other home automation devices you've got. So it's actually great that we have a protocol which is actually built on interoperability. And Zigbee actually promises interoperability. Zigbee 3.0 was our actual first attempt to go all out with the basis of interoperability. So that is my favorite bit about Zigbee.
It's the data model, for sure. The cluster library. Clusters have been around since the very beginning. I remember one of the first meetings I went down to Orlando, I met Phil Jameson, and he told me a cluster is an object, a model is an object, a thing in the Internet of Things. And I remember him saying, I asked him, how big is a cluster? He goes, or a cluster ID. He goes, it's 1 byte. 1 byte. I said, well, that's not enough. And so, because we were going to expand to commercial buildings and go beyond home and lighting and metering and smart metering. And then a cluster became 2 bytes, 16 bits, and now it's 32 bits. So it's growing, and we're growing the number of clusters. And it's just a word that people use all the time to define what Zigbee is.
I would say that the interoperability, opening the door for belonging to ecosystems, to greater user experience. It is really the best value we can bring to the consumers, and for sure also for the members making devices.
The favorite Zigbee feature I have is it's how stable this protocol is with the security controls built in. And it is really ideal for low power devices. A Zigbee sensor can run for 2 years in some implementations without needing a battery, which is huge for customers because when they install a sensor on the wall, they don't have to maintain it on monthly or quarterly or yearly basis. Some of these go multiple years. So low cost, appropriate security, ease of installation, and the new features that are coming up in Zigbee will continue to keep this protocol relevant and in the forefront of IoT.
What always amazes me about Zigbee is the self-healing mesh, and in particular the smart routing features that we have developed over the years.
This reliability has been market tested for over a decade at scale because of the large number of Zigbee implementations and deployments that exist there today.
One of my favorite Zigbee features for sure is green power. We used to try to find a way to avoid to use any battery for devices battery operated. And I am working personally on this topic since 1998. And when it came the time to see all these IoT devices coming to the market, we decided to find a way by using Zigbee technology to propose an option which allow to implement a specific protocol allowing ultra low power consumption and so allowing energy harvester. And today, thanks to green power, we are able to go to the market with batteryless devices.
Self-healing mesh allows you to just bridge around issues that might appear in the network, especially in like consumer applications, lighting demand and that sort of thing. So it's really, really useful. So you end up with a seamless communication where in other systems you might not have that.
Zigbee packs a lot of punch in a really small package, and Zigbee itself comes in two parts. There's the mesh networking protocol part, and then there's the application part. And what I mean by Zigbee packing a lot into small packages that we combine both mesh networking part and the application component part into very, very small microprocessors with very low power radios. So Zigbee over the years, 20 years now, has developed one of the most robust mesh networking protocols in the world, specifically for the smart home. And it does this with very advanced routing technology that has evolved over the 20 years that we've been working with mesh network.
Once talking about Zigbee, I wouldn't say that there is only one great feature. For sure, the low power capabilities, the mesh capabilities are very variable features.
Zigbee is widely deployed in the world. It offers adequate security for device installations. It begins with unique installation code, which are used to onboard new devices on your network. It also includes in the upcoming release a more cryptographic way to onboard new devices, which offer a higher level of security. It also offers industry standard encryption. It offers protection against most known attacks. And as a very dynamic working group, we are always enhancing security. Security is not something that you can be one and done. You always have to stay ahead of the curve. And as new threats emerge, Zigbee working group takes them seriously and implements them with consideration of our deployed